Hi everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict, and today I am using the Build a Night Sky cut file as well as the night sky cut file. So the night sky is this one here with all the stars, and it's one of my most favorite, like all-time favorite cut files that Virginia did, and it's really just some wonky stars on a background, and I absolutely love it. So what I did is I had cut it out of some cardstock for a different project, and I decided before I used it for that project that I'm going to use it as a stencil. Excuse me, to create the background for my layout using the Build a Night Sky. That is kind of the theme for this month for the new releases is it's build a. So there's like build a coffee bar, build a breakfast bar, build a window seat, there's a farm, there's a town, I believe. There's a whole bunch of different choices. Build a wreath is one of them. So there's a lot of different options that cover like anything you could possibly want. And so I chose Night Sky because I absolutely love the different versions that Virginia has in her shop, like the night sky cut file you just saw there. She also has a wreath of all of the like planets and things, and so I wanted kind of something separate that I could choose to use in a different way. Excuse me. So what I'm doing here is I pulled out this paper from Amy Tangerine Shine On, and I am using a tag so that I trace the tag so I can cut them out so they look normal. Usually I just kind of wing it, but today because of the grid lines on the paper, I wanted them to be, straight and everything. So it was just easier to trace it. And I had a completely different thought of where I was going with this layout, and then it kind of went by the side. So I'm in love with the background, how the stars came out. I used 3 different pens, a gold gel pen, a silver gel pen, and then just a white gel pen. And for some reason I decided to change my mind and go with a picture of my daughter Evie, and it really has nothing to do with space. So I had originally thought of doing a like Buzz Lightyear or Star Wars layout, but for some reason I was drawn to these pink and blues and decided to go with all of these other colors you see me pulling out here to back my cut files. And then it ended up looking more girly than I wanted, so I changed where I was going with it. But anyhow, so these are all of the different shapes. So you get like, I think 4 planets, the moon, the sun, a spaceship, 2 clouds, and a constellation. And I was super excited, like really excited to use this. So I pulled out my Xyron sticker maker because I thought it would make it easier than putting glue on all of these edges, but I really kind of regretted doing it almost immediately. So here I'm just pressing around each of the little cut files, and then I'm gonna kind of peel the sticky off. And yeah, here's where you see I didn't do a good enough job, so now there's like adhesive everywhere. And I am going to pull out my adhesive remover, like the eraser. Here you see that, and that works a lot better to remove all the excess. So before I put down all the other cut files, I remove it on that backing paper, and it makes it so much easier. So if you're using this and you find that you have a lot of excess glue, I recommend using one of those glue erasers and just taking it off before you take it off the backing paper. So now I'm going to back each one of the cut files, and I think I cut part of this out because it's really just me figuring out, which papers to use. But I'm going to kind of mix up the colors, and really the only thing that looks like legit, I guess, is the sun and the moon. The sun, you can see I did two different colors of yellow. The moon, I'm just going to do that lighter yellow. Everything else, I just kind of back with whatever I'm feeling like at the moment. I end up with a couple of green planets, a couple of blue planets, a pink planet with a whole bunch of different colors. Just having fun with it and going kind of where it took me. And I guess I didn't take any of this out, so there you go. You can see me removing all the adhesive. Super exciting. But I did save you the painfulness of watching me back all of those cut files, because it really, I just backed them on the cardstock and then cut around. So it's nothing too special. And now here I am just going to start layering things up. And I didn't plan this out at all, as you can tell. I'm going to stick stuff down and then pull it up. I did use the back side of that grid paper, which was a black and white floral, to back the clouds. Because, I don't know, I just thought it looked cool. So, and I absolutely adore how these planets came out. Oh, you get a little asteroid too. I forgot about that. And so now it's all about figuring out how to layer these together so you can kind of recognize what they are and they don't look too like cluttered. And here I'm kind of regretting not planning it out because I had too many blue planets, so like I felt like it was too matchy. I didn't want to put them all on the same tag. So just working it out. Eventually, I love where everything ends up, so. And I have to say that big pink planet with the different colored like land masses is my favorite. I absolutely adore that. And I really love how the sun looks too. And you could use these in so many different ways. Like if you wanted to do a straight up like planet background, you totally could. Just, backing it with different colors, and, you can make it look like the actual planets if you wanted to based on the colors you chose. But I wanted to go with something a little bit more fun and whimsical, and I think I hit that. So I did pop a couple of things up on some fun foam just for some added dimension, and then just working on, again, my layout where everything's going to go. And then my next struggle was I had figured out where I wanted the tags to go, but I didn't mark it in any way, shape, or form, so I don't remember. So then trying to find the right way to put them down is fun as well. I'm pulling in a couple of the stars from that night sky background cut file that I used to trace, just because I had the extra like offcuts sitting on my desk, and I thought, why not? And I used my little hole reinforcer punch at the beginning to create some blue and pink hole reinforcers. I think silver would have looked really nice too. But I just thought of that now, so I'm not going to go back and change it. But here, I'm going to get these sitting together really nice, and I really like how that looks, and then I'm going to move them all, and I don't remember how they go, so yeah. And I think I disappeared here for a second because my dogs were barking at me. They're really frustrating when I'm trying to scrap. Like, they come to me. Even if other people are up or anything, they will come to me. So I just picked this photo of my daughter. I absolutely love it. I think it's a selfie. I don't even know, but she just looks gorgeous. And it's when she had long hair. She's cut it since then. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I have like a little frog in my throat or something. I am a little disappointed. I did cover more of the moon than I meant to, but that's okay. I backed my photo with some silver glitter cardstock, just for that added sparkle. And I did not put a tag behind my photo. I kind of went back and forth on whether I wanted to do that, but it just looked a little funny, so I decided not to. And now I'm pulling in some twine, and this is just black and white, like baker's twine. and just kind of looping it around, stringing it through each one of the holes on the tags, and creating little loops that I'm going to glue down. This is one of my favorite techniques when I, remembered that I have twine and that I like to use it, is kind of creating the little loop-de-loops with it. Sticking them down is not my favorite because sometimes that's a little struggle, and I try to add a little bit of, so bunch it up a little bit so that it sticks up a little off the paper, the twine does. It's a little hard to see on video though, and as soon as you put it in a page protector, it's flat anyway. But when I'm creating, I like to create those fun little details. So and then I pulled out some enamel dots. I have a lot of enamel dots and I hate using them, but the colors of these pink fresh ones were perfect for this layout. So I thought, hey, try to use up some of my stash here. I'm also using some of these puffy little heart stickers that I've had forever and just sticking them around. And then I'm going to add, I already added some of the silver sparkle hearts. And then just adding a few more of these. So if you haven't already, head on over to the Facebook group and join. That's where you're going to find out about all the new releases and also what everybody's creating. There's going to be a fun hop coming up on the 1st of March New Zealand time, which is February 28th in the States. So you don't want to miss out on the hop. There's also freebies that are available in the group, but usually they're only available for a limited time and they're available in New Zealand time zone. So there's a few questions about that when you go to get your free cut file. It's only available in the New Zealand time zone. So usually they're a day ahead. I think it's about 15 hours ahead or 14 hours ahead. So you got to kind of keep that in mind. So you want to be sure that you pick those up as soon as they hit the Facebook group. But then also head on over to the Etsy shop and check out all of the amazing, amazing new cut files that Virginia has added. All of the Build-A ones are fantastic and you can find any scene that you're looking for. And then there's just other amazing cut files for any project that you could possibly think of. I'm sure Virginia has one. So I just added my title there using a mix of those American Crafts alpha stickers, and then these ones are from Hip Kit. And I was going to do I Love You to the Moon and Back, but I didn't like the way, first of all, that the V looks from these alpha. They're weird. It took me forever to even realize that those were V's. And it didn't fit right in the space I had, so I decided just to do To the Moon and Back, and then that's going to be the end of the layout. So I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you head on over and check out all the amazing cut files that Virginia has and maybe pick up a couple, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.